Y'all, it's Bobby from Kentucky Hunting. I'm gonna do y'all sent in some questions yesterday that y'all had for us. I'm gonna sit here and try to do my best to answer them. Doing it in one take, not doing any editing or anything like that. So here it goes. Dylan Webster wants to know: is there a way to know if you're going to be lucky when hunting the spot that you choose to go in, like calm wind or signature of movements? It depends. I don't really have anything that lets me know it's going to be a good day other than the weather. I know how the deer move on my farm, where they come out at, where I need to be set up at. Main thing is your scent control and your wind directions. Know where to go in at, know where the deer are going to be coming from. Justin Adams, will you take me hunting second weekend of muzzleloader season? Buddy, I wish I could. If it was my land, I would gladly take you. Patrick Worley wants to know, how do you become a part of the Kentucky Hunting Pro staff? Right now, we just added our last guy, David Lacey Newman. Trying to keep with central people here. That's probably the last guy we're going to add for a long time. Sponsorships and everything. The bigger your group, the harder it is to get your sponsors out there. We're pretty tied up right now with everybody that we have. But if we choose to add any more people, we'll put something else out there on our Facebook page and let everybody know. David Tyree, I hope I'm getting these names right. I see y'all post a lot of pictures from all over the U.S. What's the biggest or best hunt that you can remember and where? It's not the biggest, but one of the ones that sticks out in my head is there was a couple that just got some land here in Kentucky. They were from out of state. It was a husband and wife, and they came in and they both took their first Kentucky bucks this year together on the same day. I thought that was pretty neat, something special they shared together, especially on their new piece of property. And so I thought it was pretty cool. Both of them got pretty nice bucks too. Brian Sims, who are you guys? Where are you guys from? And did I read you're going to have a website and merchandise? Well, we're all friends. We've known each other for a while. I'm Bobby. I have Brandon Hewlett, Trey Troxel, Shane Wise, Michael Maricini, and now David Lacey Newman. We're all from here in Central Kentucky, Franklin County area. We don't have a website. I'm going to be working on that beginning of this coming year in 2014. We do have merchandise. It's just clothing right now. We just got on our apparel, our elk line of apparel. There's hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts, women's relaxed fits. There's regular t-shirts. There's all kinds of stuff. We always post the link onto the page for y'all to go to. That way you can order and choose which ones you want, styles that you want, designs, all of that. Mike Chisholm, how common are cactus bucks in Kentucky? I got an 18 point this year. Cactus bucks are pretty uncommon. I've seen 2 or 3 in the past couple of years, just from Kentucky. I'd say in my life I've probably seen a total of 10, maybe, nationwide. That's just me personally. There's probably a lot more out there. I really don't know. That's just from what I've seen. Josh Milhorn. I had 3 shooter bucks on our property early bow season. I had some encounters, but a shot didn't present itself. There were does present, food, water, and I pinned where they were bedding. Bow season was awesome, but after the first cold front that come through, the deer left. Why would the rut coming in make the deer basically migrate? From Josh in East Tennessee. Well, that's the good thing about early season is you can pattern them. They have their home range right there. It's relatively small. You know what times they're going to come out, where they're going to come from. It's pretty much clockwork. Later on in the season, the rut starts coming around. Those bucks, they move out. They go looking for hot does. They expand their range up to 10 miles. From what I've seen, from pictures from one farm up to another farm of the same buck, they can go out up to 10 miles and sometimes even further. It just depends on the deer, the maturity of the deer, where his home range is. But like I said, his range in beginning September or October may be totally different than what it's going to be in November. A lot of it has to do with the weather and where the does are concentrated at. He's going to go looking for a doe that's receptive. If there's not one right there in his area that's in, he's gone off that property and he's looking somewhere else for one. Jason Elmore wants to know, what is your favorite part of Kentucky to hunt? Well, I've only hunted here in central Kentucky in Franklin County. I did hunt with Michael this year out in Shelby County. But I would have to say here in Franklin County is my favorite part. We got 1,500 acres that we get to hunt. We've had them for years, so we know the quality of deer that we have out there, where they come, where the best places are at, and so forth. The last one is from Todd Myers. Poachers, why can't the Department of Fish and Wildlife catch a few? At least try to get some major ones. About all of us on the page hunt, and most of us know the main ones in our area, and I'm more than satisfied that law enforcement does too. So why do they allow them to continue to destroy our wildlife? Well, Todd, they do catch a lot, believe it or not. I work as a dispatcher there at Fish and Wildlife, and I take these calls in whenever you all call in this 1-800-25 alert line to report a poacher. I work there 5 days a week, 6 days a week during gun season. They catch a lot of poachers. These guys that you may know that's doing it, you may know it, everybody around you may know it. The officers are going to have to see it. They're going to build an investigation. Just because he may not talk to you about it doesn't mean that he's not on it either. Tons of poachers are caught every year, and I believe Fish and Wildlife does a great job of getting out there, patrolling and staying on it and catching these guys. They've had several big busts every year for the past, as long as I can remember. It's not an easy job. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's not as easy as, hey, this guy did this. When you get to the legal aspect of it, there's a lot more that you have to have than just hearsay. Like I said, I think they do an outstanding job. Of course, everybody does the best that they can. But if you see one, the best thing to do, instead of going after them yourself or trying to run them off or spotlighting, is call that 1-800 number. That way we can get an officer out there to you as soon as we can. Speaking as for Fish and Wildlife, just get one out there as quickly as possible without you running them off. If they can catch them in the act loading it up or seeing them the spotlight, the better chances of it is that they'll get the whole thing busted up. But that's the last question for this session. Y'all keep sending in your questions and we'll go through them, and we're going to start doing this once a week. Any questions that you have, whether it's deer related, hunt related, fishing, whatever. Also go check out our sponsors. We got Down and Dirty Outdoors, we got Dirt Nap gear, we have Maximum Draw products, and also Bowman's Taxidermy. Just go check them out, let them know we sent y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of the page, and we'll see y'all next week.